Rory McIlroy, rich lifestyle, hot babe, big mansion, sports cars. In his hometown of Northern Ireland, he was nicknamed the Boy Wonder because of his remarkable golf skills as a child. He was also dubbed the Celtic Tiger because he appeared to be the successor of the PGA Pro Tiger Woods as the game's greatest player. In this video, we'll take an exclusive look at golfer Rory McIlroy's expensive lifestyle and how he spends his millions. Rory McIlroy has obviously had a thriving golf career. Not only did he win 3 out of 4 major championships, but he has also won 4 majors overall. All of his success on the course has led to a fabulous lifestyle off the course. He lives a life that many celebrities can only dream of living. From some of the most luxurious cars in the world to massive mansions, he has everything. Some of his endorsement deals are worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Want to know the best part? He keeps getting richer and richer. Stay tuned to the end, there's a lot more you really want to know. Without much ado, let's dive in. His background. Born on May 4th, 1989 to his father Jerry McIlroy and mother Rory McDonald, he was raised in a 4-bedroom home in Hollywood, North Ireland. His father converted their garage into a golfing studio with 2 TVs wired up to the system so Rory could have the chance to practice his ball striking and swing. After being introduced to golf by his father, who also coached him, Rory began to play the sport at an early age. He had so much passion for golf that he insisted on following his dad to the Hollywood Golf Club every day, which was only 20 minutes away from their house. At the age of 7, he joined the Hollywood Golf Club, making him the youngest member, and spent most of his time honing his skills. When he turned 8 years old, he started to perfect his technique by watching Faldo's video on good technique. At age 9, Rory nailed his first hole-in-one and the World Championship for the 9 to 10 age group bracket at the Doral Golf Resort and Spa in Miami, Florida. At 16, Rory dropped out of school to pursue a full-time professional golf career and hasn't looked back since. By the way, he's only one of 3 golfers, Tiger Woods, Jack Nicklaus, and himself, to win 4 major championships before the age of 25. After he moved out of his parents' house, Rory purchased Robin Hall's house in County Down for a whopping sum of £3.2 million. It is surrounded by the lush green farmlands of Northern Ireland. We're finally starting to tell you what he spends all his cash on. The house, which is surrounded by the lush garden of Northern Ireland, comes with its own driving range that is clearly an important resource for a golfer of his own class. He clearly doesn't need a golf simulator. Robin Hall House has its own private cinema, tennis court, and a beautiful lake next to the house on 10 acres of private land. Before he wedded Erica, he used to date Caroline Wozniacki, a Danish tennis player, and they spent time together in the mansion. I guess she got to practice on the tennis court. He later sold the house for £2.5 million in 2013. Coming up at number 2 is Rory's lavish wedding. In 2011, Rory began dating a Danish tennis player, Caroline Wozniacki, and they announced their engagement in 2013. The romance, however, ended months before the wedding in 2014. McIlroy met Erica in 2014 at the Ryder Cup. Stoll is a former PGA Tour employee. In 2017, he wedded Erica in one of the most luxurious castles in the world, the Ashford Castle in Ireland, which boasts its own pool, spa, and private cinema. According to the Irish Times, the wedding cost about £1 million British to put up. The wedding went viral all over the world for being very expensive. The great Stevie Wonder is said to have had a special performance at the wedding and Ed Sheeran at the after-party. Other guests include Niall Horan, Coldplay's Chris Martin, and Paul McGinley. On August 21, 2020, Erica and Rory had their first child, Poppy Kennedy. At number 3, Rory's luxury mansion in Florida and Dubai. In August 2017, Rory purchased a mansion in the golfing capital of the world, Jupiter. Rory McIlroy currently owns a mansion valued at $11 million in the Sunshine State of Florida, which he purchased from legendary PGA star Ernie Els. Michael Jordan and Serena Williams have also resided in that same neighborhood. But now let's discuss the house and its state-of-the-art facilities. But before we do, don't feel bad about yourself. Not many of us have £8.5 million stashed up in the bank or under the mattress to splash out on Florida mansions. Rory's palatial mansion has a beautiful classic outdoor terrace with palm trees. There's a huge swimming pool in the back garden, and it also has a tennis court. The entire property stretches over 12,800 square feet with 10 bathrooms and 7 bedrooms. If you didn't think it could get more exciting, the house has a big modern equipped gym, a recording studio, a games room, and its own private cinema. So I guess it's time to ask a very uncomfortable question. What is it with all these millionaire golfers and their private cinemas? Isn't a normal TV set on a living room wall not good enough for them? It'll also interest you to know that this exceptional golfer owns a mansion in one of the most expensive and richest cities, Dubai. His exquisite mansion is located on the artificial island peninsula of Palm Jumeirah, and there he has 2 private beaches, one in the front yard and the other in the backyard. Although there isn't any report about its price, the cheapest house in Palm Jumeirah is valued at $1 million. It is quite amazing that Rory, who lived in a little house in his formative years in Belfast, now owns mansions in the choicest locations. It'll also interest you that his childhood home in Belfast was sold for $250,000 in 2017, which is rather cheap for properties within the area. Coming up at number 4, he earns a lot from golf. Rory McIlroy won the PGA tournament and earned over $8.4 million in 2012. In 2013-2014, McIlroy won the PGA and British Open and snagged a total prize of $8.2 million in addition to what he had previously earned. So don't you mention that McIlroy doesn't make enough cash. We nearly went into a coma counting it up. In 2019, Rory won the FedEx Cup, the largest part of golf history, and he made over $15 million. According to the Forbes list of highest paid sports practitioners, Rory ranks at number 14. Rory makes a lot of money, most of which is from endorsement deals than playing golf. Number 5, endorsement deals. In 2013, Nike signed a 10-year deal with Rory McIlroy that is thought to be worth $250 million. Rory signed another deal with the outfit to promote their golf equipment business, and the deal was worth $200 million. Also, Rory signed a 10-year contract that adds up to over $100 million with TaylorMade, and he makes use of their ball, clubs, and bag to do what he knows how to do best. In 2015, Rory replaced the iconic Tiger Woods as the public face of the electronic art golf video game, beating the best of all time, Tiger Woods, to the top of the video game podium, a remarkable achievement for the talented golfer. Next up is his outrageous car collection. If there's anything more impressive than his properties, are his outrageous car collections. Rory owns one of the rarest, most expensive, and most luxurious cars that money can buy. One thing Rory has coming out the years is Ferraris, and he even owns a black Ferrari F12 worth $320,000. He also owns a Ferrari F430, which costs around $280,000. Rory also has all sorts of BMWs, but his favorite to cruise around in is the BMW i3 and BMW i8. The BMW i8 will normally cost around $170,000, but with all of the extra features he has added to it, I guess it's much more than that. On the other hand, the i3 costs a token of $50,000. Apart from BMW, Rory is also a fan of Lamborghini. He was spotted driving a white Lamborghini Aventador worth $400,000 sometime in 2013, which is believed to be the second most expensive car in his private collection. After winning the British Open Championship in 2014 and earning almost £1 million in the process, he was seen driving an exclusive black Range Rover Sport worth over £144,000. Yeah, Rory gets busy with the wheels at his disposal. This is not the cheapest car in the market by any means. In fact, the exclusive Range Rover Sport is not even the most expensive car in his private collection. The most expensive car in his star-studded collection is the Bugatti Veyron Sport Edition worth $2 million. Who will guess a mere car could be that expensive? I guess it's high time we discussed a pay raise with our boss. At number 7, Rory's a fan of other sports. Do you know Rory enjoys watching football as a hobby and is a keen fan of the Manchester United Football Club? In 2014, Rory was the winner of the British Open Golf Championship in the city of Liverpool, but he described himself as a Manchester United fan in his speech. Fans of Liverpool Football Club booed him off the stage. Rory is a Northern Ireland national football team fan and enjoys playing football with his friends in his spare time. His passion for football almost prevented his participation in a championship in 2015 after he managed to injure his ankle by tearing some ligaments. Ouch! You should stick to golf, Rory. He, however, commented that the scare did not in any way affect his passion. He's also a rugby fan and attends rugby matches at Kingspan Stadium despite his busy golf schedule. Next on our list, he also donates a lot of money to charity. Even though Rory can buy anything in the world with his net worth of around $170 million, he also gives back to the society in the form of charity. He has a foundation called the Rory Foundation, which aims to support children's charities worldwide, no matter how big or small. The Rory Foundation is a non-profit foundation that tries to help children and their families. In 2016, Rory donated over $1 million to the Rory Foundation, which included his entire proceeds from his Irish Open victory. In turn, the Rory Foundation donated over $1.5 million to different charities in Ireland and the UK. Rory McIlroy is quite a big spender who seems to have a knack for purchasing the choicest properties, owning the fastest and rarest collection of cars, and spending lavishly when he has to.